Hey guys, and welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings. I know it has been a extremely long time since I last
続きか
recorded this, but I know, no excuses on my end. I fucked up. Easy as that. Um, I've actually been a little bit out of sorts. That's about it. Anyways, let's continue. Today I didn't eat my lunchbox early, as I best in this tiny sense of achievement, and got my lunchbox so Kotori had already disappeared from the classroom. As she looked out into the hallway, she was moving back and forth, as if she were saying, should I go forward? No, maybe I should go back. Are you waiting for me? Letting out a cry not really befitting a pretty little girl, Kotori found herself with her left hand as if to calm herself down.
脅かさないでくれる
Sorry, I only wanted to speak to you. That's all. You're going, aren't you?
ええ、そうよ。別にあなたを待ってたわけじゃないけど。
She was definitely waiting for me at that point. Okay, shall we go?
勝手に押さないで
Here, hold this, would you?
こら人を荷物置きみたいにする
Don't treat her like baggage storage. Too late.
な誰もいないみたい
The garage was open, but there was no one there. For some reason, it felt like Amane was always here, so it was a little surprising. The air conditioning's not turned on, so it hummed quite a human. What should we do?
どうするって言われても
Shall we have our lunch in here? I made one for you too, Kotori. Kotori didn't come to have any breakfast this morning, so she shouldn't have any way of knowing what food was
それ
there.
も寮母の仕事なの
No, I'm just meddling. 1, 2, 3. I put the lunchboxes on the workbench. I went through the trouble of making one for Amane too, though. The air conditioner isn't turned on in the garage, so if I just leave it here, it'll go bad. There's a refrigerator, so I decided to put it in there. If I leave a note on the desk, she'll realize, and then eat it, won't she? Did you turn on the electric fan?
エアコンは
I can't find the remote controller. It's probably buried somewhere. We open up the lunchboxes in the place against the full force of the wind from the electric fan.
何これカレー
This morning's breakfast was curry. What, you don't like it?
カレーをお弁当にするかな
You can complain after you've eaten it. Tori has a meek look on her face as she moves the cold curry towards her mouth.
冷めてても美味しい
It would be good if we had a microwave, though. For a little while, the two of us quietly eat our curry. Today, there is no sheet covering the glider. I gazed at the simple, sleek shape of its body and thought it was beautiful. I imagined the aircraft cutting through the air as it flew. When riding a bicycle, your greatest enemy is the wind.
Huh?
Kotori's face seemed to say, what is this guy talking about all of a sudden? But I carry on regardless. The worst thing is when you have a headwind, while it is constantly pushing you back, you have to keep pedaling. I faced the wind coming through the electric fan, set to strong, and I remember that feeling a little. The feeling of wind gradually draining my stamina. That's why when we ride a bicycle, we try to find ways to reduce air resistance, not the shape of the bicycle or the helmet. During a race, we cooperate with the members of other teams to form a group while riding. I thought that when riding a bike it would be better if the wind wouldn't blow, but the thing rides the wind to fly.
ジェットエンジンもプロペラもないのにね
If we hadn't actually seen it flying that day, even with the real things right in front of us, we wouldn't be able to imagine it flying. Speaking of which, Kotori, how do you know about gliders? She didn't really know that much about them. That was the first time she had
別
seen
に
a real one.
ちょっと本で読んだだけ。
Somehow, it seems like it's harder for her to answer, so I decided not to go any further. Speaking of books, there's a bookshelf here, lined with many books. It's all in English, I can't read it. It's not like my grades in English are bad, but with the level of English I have from studying at school, reading academic papers is really tough. Seems like Kotori is the same.
こっちの本は写真がいっぱい載ってるわ。
There was a book that had many photos of gliders like a catalog. There are so many different types. The shape of the wings, the size, and so on. Even with gliders, there are so many different varieties. What's happening in this picture?
山の上を飛んでる。
It looked so natural that I didn't really notice, but the glider was flying high enough that it could look down on the mountain. They can fly that high? Kotori and I, without realizing, both look at the glider sitting over there. With its wings removed, we couldn't really grasp the full size of it, but at a glance, it didn't seem all that different from the glider in the photo. Amane had said that it could go above the clouds. I wonder what it feels like to fly through the
きっ
sky.
と最高の気分よ。上昇気流に乗って飛ぶなんてまるで鳥になったみたいじゃない。
After we finished our lunch boxes, we stayed for a little longer. We spent the time looking at the books and admiring the glider. When the bell rang, it felt like the time to enjoy ourselves was over. I felt a little sad.
何かしらこれ。
Just as we were about to go back to the classroom, Kotori noticed a photo frame on Amane's desk. I wonder what this is. The weird thing was that there was a photo frame, but no photo inside. An empty photo frame had been placed there. In her case, she probably managed to lose just the photo inside. What's up?
なんでもないわ。行きましょう。ここ暑くてたまんない。
Oh. The moment we stepped out of the Sonnet garage, the air outside felt cool. Hold on, I'm just gonna check the time. 8 minutes, okay. Splash, splash, splash. What? Ooh. I'm worn out. It's easy to say clean the bathroom, but I never thought it would be such a big job. Plus, there's no air conditioning in there, so I'm sweltering. The trouble is, if I don't do this every day, during summertime, the mold will start growing. It's not just about hygiene, it's kind of gross too. There's no way you can take a bath when there's mold growing in there. My cell phone rang. On display it showed home.
もしもし
Hello?
葵私だけど別
What's
に
up?
どうしてるかと思ってどう順調
I can't say it's going smoothly. I didn't think much of it when I accepted, but it turned out to be
そ
pretty
りゃ
tough.
そうよ楽な仕事なんてないのよ
Going to school every day and doing the work of the dorm mother is wearing me out. I realized this only after only a few days. This is a lot of hard work.
でも今はその方がいいんじゃない嫌なこ
Why?
と思い出さずに済むじゃない
Well, if that's what you think, don't talk about it.
ママが恋しくなった
A mother like you? She's the kind of mother who loves teasing her son. But did she get me to do this dorm mother job because she was worried about me? I'm so busy that I don't have time to dwell on things. Speaking in the hallway, the other boarders may have been able to hear me, so I went back to my room. We continue our silly parent-child conversation. My mother is a fiercely independent person and hard-working career woman. Many things have been happening until recently. Well, they're still going on now, and we're living separately. I'm a bit too old to be missing my mother, though. It's enough for me to just speak to her from time to
学
time.
校の方はどうなの？
It's fine. Ageha is there too.
アゲハちゃん、綺麗になったわね。こないだ久しぶりに会ってびっくりしちゃった。
Me too. She's like a
あ
proper
ら、
girl now.
そんな風に余裕ぶっこいてられるのも今のうち。アゲハちゃん、これからもっともっと綺麗になるわよ。愛想もいいし、気遣いもできるし、間違いなくモテるわね。
Jeez, cut it out. What are you
あら、
talking about?
口が悪いわね。誰に似たのかしら。
Yeah, you. Would a mother usually tell her son to go
そ
chasing
れ
after
じゃ
girls?
頑張ってね。トラブルがあったらすぐ言いなさい。それから、
Sure.
もし仕事が大変だったら寮生に負担してもらってもいい。超格安物件なんだから、そのくらいしてもらわないと。それじゃ
I'll think about
お
it.
やすみ、葵ちゃん。
She called me that on purpose because she knows I don't like it, and then ended the call. My father is the one who chose to call me Aoi, but it's kind of a girl's name, so I was oft teased about it, and it seems she still remembers. I put down my phone and take a look at the boarding students roster. As for the boarders' jobs, cleaning their own rooms is a given. Pardon me. Then there is cleaning the hallways and entrance, as well as the dining hall. On the other hand, my jobs are to prepare breakfast and dinner, clean up afterwards, clean the bathroom, and the garden, and other miscellaneous chores. It's actually pretty tough. Maybe I should ask for some help. Even if I can just get them to clean the bathroom, that would be a real lifesaver, huh? Yuka. Yuka, who is in the dining hall, and the tall fourth grader, and the one who's been here the longest, seems surprised as I call out to her.
何かしら、水瀬くん。
Can I ask you a question? Yuka, who should be used to seeing this, looks at it with curiosity. Kotori doesn't have her name on the job roster. Starting with Kadako and Yuka, there are 4 names, but Kotori's name is not there.
だって、あの子、
Yuka looks towards the dining hall door as she
足が
speaks.
不自由だから。
I see, so that's why.
Yeah.
Thank you. Extend the little wings which fly in the sky highly. I think that's going to do for this episode, guys. It's been forever since I've played this game, so I'm just going to take a break here. And I hope to see you guys all again next time.